Deep beneath the surface of an ancient mountain range, in a cavern untouched by time, a discovery was made that would alter the course of history. A team of archaeologists and paleontologists descended into the vast underground chamber, their headlamps flickering like stars in the darkness. What they found was not merely a skeleton, it was a behemoth from a forgotten age, a creature so immense that its very presence defied imagination. The discovery of such a colossal specimen was a stroke of pure luck. Years of searching had yielded nothing, but when the tunnel finally broke through to the chamber, they knew they had stumbled upon something extraordinary. How could something so large have gone unnoticed for so long? The answer lay in the cave itself, a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers hidden beneath layers of earth and rock. The entrance to the subterranean complex was almost accidental. A mining crew working for a local company struck something hard, not ore or coal, but solid rock. At first they thought it was a dead end, but then, slowly, painstakingly, they carved further. As the tunnel stretched deeper, rumors began to circulate among the miners. Strange sounds echoed from within the earth, whispers of movement and the faint scent of decay. Some even claimed to see shadows flitting at the edge of their lamps, half animal, half something else. The creature's skeleton lay curled along the floor of the cavern like a slumbering titan. The bones were massive and surprisingly intact. Its elongated skull, with sharp, serrated teeth and deep eye sockets, hinted at a predator of immense power. Two enormous limb bones, possibly arms or fins, stretched outward, partially buried in centuries of dust. Its rib cage rose like the remains of a sunken ship, arcing upward toward the jagged ceiling of the cave. But what was most staggering was its tail long sinuous and trailing far into the shadows of the cave, as if reluctant to relinquish the depths of its hiding place. What kind of monster slept here? Some saw a cross between a fearsome sea creature and a carnivorous dinosaur, a hybrid of marine reptile and land-dwelling terror. Others saw a creature of myth, a serpent god or a leviathan from Tales of the Deep. But whatever its true form, one thing was clear: this was no ordinary dinosaur. As word spread about the discovery, experts from around the country were mobilized. Famous museums clamored to get a piece of the action, but the find was too big, too important to be split apart. So a team of scholars and researchers was assembled, united by their thirst for knowledge and adventure. They brought with them advanced equipment, cameras to map the cavern, computers to analyze the data, and cranes to lift the heaviest bones. But even with modern technology, progress was slow. The labyrinth of tunnels proved tricky to navigate. Supplies had to be carried in on the backs of pack animals, and at times the entire operation felt like a scene from an Indiana Jones movie. But slowly, piece by piece, the team unearthed the giant skeleton. Days turned into weeks, then months. The media followed closely, publishing updates and photographs of the excavations. Theories abounded, some serious, others bordering on the absurd. Local legends were dusted off, reinterpreted through the lens of modern science. Some said the giant was a remnant of the biblical story of Job, a creature of immense power and piety. Others saw it as the lost Leviathan, the legendary sea monster slain by God to teach mankind a lesson. Then there were the more practical theories. Many believed the fossil belonged to a now extinct species of aquatic reptile, perhaps related to the plesiosaurs or ichthyosaurs that roamed the oceans during the age of dinosaurs. But there was something about the creature that didn't fit. It was larger than any known marine reptile. Its head shape was vaguely similar to Spinosaurus, but with exaggerated proportions. The limbs were large, suggesting not just a swimmer, but a walker. Perhaps it was an apex predator that ruled both land and sea. As the team worked, they noticed something odd. Around the remains, a group of scientists and workers busied themselves with a task that had clearly taken weeks, if not months. Lamps and small torches lit up the area. They discovered clusters of what looked like emeralds set in copper or bronze pendants. Some pieces were crude, perhaps crafted by a pre-literate culture. Others were intricate, showing signs of advanced metalwork. On the right side of the skull, two workers studied artifacts laid out on the ground rings. Bracelets, necklaces, all crafted from green gemstones and copper. An old wooden crate nearby overflowed with similar treasures. This was not merely a fossil excavation, it was a treasure site. How could a creature of myth have been buried with precious metals and jewels? Was it worshipped by an ancient civilization? Had it been entombed in a ceremonial ritual, adorned with offerings by a culture that revered it as a god? Or did the treasure belong to those who tried to slay it, warriors, or adventurers who paid a terrible price? Amidst the bones and the trinkets, a sense of wonder permeated the cavern. Even the most jaded researchers couldn't help but feel a sense of awe. The stories whispered through the centuries had come alive in a way they never expected. This wasn't just a scientific dig. It was a journey into the heart of legend. But there was one more piece to the puzzle. As the team worked to remove the skeleton from the cave, they found something truly bizarre. Hidden beneath layers of earth and rock, they discovered what appeared to be ancient markings on the cave walls. They were not natural formations, but deliberate designs. Some showed stylized versions of the giant creature itself, while others depicted strange symbols and patterns that hinted at a long-forgotten language. As they carefully brushed away the dirt, they realized these weren't just pictures. They were a kind of map, a guide to the most dangerous parts of the cavern system, where the air was thin and treacherous tunnels lay in wait. Could this be the key to understanding the giant's burial? Were these glyphs a record of the rituals performed here? A warning of the perils that lay ahead? With each passing day, the team delved deeper into the mysteries of the cave. They uncovered more artifacts, more clues to the giant's identity and the secrets of its civilization. But as they pieced together the puzzle, they also realized that some mysteries are best left unsolved. The cave itself was a living, breathing entity. It hummed with a power that was ancient and primal. And the more the team learned, the more they felt the presence of something watching them, something that had slumbered for millennia but was stirring once more. Now they stood before the skeleton of a creature so grand, so utterly alien, that it challenged everything they thought they knew about the world. And in the heart of the earth, surrounded by the relics of a lost civilization, they were about to uncover the truth. The image is rich with symbolism, from the colossal bones of the unknown creature to the glimmering treasure scattered around it. Each element speaks to a world of mystery and magic that existed long before our own. The discovery of the cavern itself was a moment of pure serendipity. The entrance, hidden and unassuming, was a portal to a realm of wonders and horrors. The team's decision to venture inside was a testament to their courage and insatiable curiosity. And then there was the creature itself, a being of such immense size and power that it evoked both fascination and fear. Its elongated skull and sharp teeth hinted at a terrifying predatory nature, while its sinuous tail seemed to carry the echoes of primeval times. But what truly captured the imagination were the artifacts found alongside the skeleton. The presence of jewelry and treasure suggested a connection to a long-forgotten civilization, one that had worshipped the creature as a god or feared it as a monster. The workers' reactions ranged from awe to disbelief to outright terror. Some marveled at the sheer scale of the bones. Others recoiled at the sight of the treasure, sensing the darkness it represented. Still, a few felt a primal fear grip them, as if they were intruding on a place they were never meant to see. This image doesn't just depict a physical discovery, it portrays a profound shift in perception. The workers go from being explorers to pilgrims, from scientists to disciples of an ancient faith. They become part of a narrative that stretches back millennia, a story that now includes their own lives and choices. As the team delves deeper into the cavern, they uncover more than just bones and artifacts. They unearth a mythology, a belief system that once held sway over a lost civilization. They begin to see the world through the eyes of those who came before, their fears and their reverence, their hopes and their dreams. And in the heart of this subterranean world, they discover the truth about the giant and themselves. The image invites us to ponder the nature of discovery, the allure of the unknown, and the courage it takes to face what lies in the darkness. It challenges us to confront our own fears and biases, and to embrace the wonder that still exists in our world.